train non-stop. Some are witty, some are punny. You might groan, but hey, well I thought it was funny. So sit back, come, let's seize the day. Release coffee check, you're a laugh away.
Good morning, folks. The time is 9:12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 3rd of September, 2025. And, of course, that is the 4th for my friends on the other side of the planet. Those time travelers in Australia. Say hello to everybody in Australia. Say hello to the folks in Adelaide. Say hello to the folks in Gold Coast. The folks in Darwin. The folks in... oh, I don't know, maybe Sydney? That'd be a good place. Hey, Paul, how you doing? And let's say hello to the city with the most members of any city around the world. Let's say hello to Melbourne. And let's say hello to everybody all around the world. I hope you're all doing fantastic this morning. My name is Lee. I'm that guy who started these groups. Well, I thought it was funny. That's right, there's two of them. Well, I thought it was funny. And together we've got a community that is amazing. And you, my friends, are you. Who else would you be? And I know that you're amazing. How do I know that? Well, I just told you these groups were amazing. But they weren't before you got here. You do the math, that means you're amazing, my friends. So thank you very much for making these groups what they are. Just absolutely freaking incredible. You folks rock. So cheers to you and cheers to the groups. Thank you for doing what you've done. And folks, speaking of those groups, we are over 850,000. Probably sitting about 852,000 if you count the two groups together. Maybe closer to 853,000. That's amazing. More people than a lot of cities have population. So what do I like to call us? You know what I like to call us if you've watched these videos before. Say it with me. The funniest city on the internet, population us. Funny people in a funny place, making people laugh. And that's all because of you. I'm only mildly funny. You're incredibly funny. You rock, my friends. Thank you for making this group, these groups, this community that I started. Thank you for making them amazing. I just put the framework in place. You filled in the pieces. We rock because you rock. What's happening today? What's happening yesterday? What happened the day before yesterday? I know I said I might do a video yesterday. It didn't happen. I was feeling like crap still, but at least I know why. Smoke! That's right. Smoke was moving into the province, or into this part of our province, from the forest fires all over North America. And we've actually been pretty lucky this summer. Only had a couple smoky days, but yesterday was one of them. And the day before, it was starting to roll in. That's probably why I felt so crappy and I didn't do much of a video. And it is exactly why I didn't do a video yesterday, because I woke up just crunchy, really crunchy. I thought I would get around to it. I was so lethargic, I never got around to it. I should have popped in and said, sorry folks, no video. I know I don't normally do a Tuesday video, but I did say I might on Monday. And I failed you, my friends. But we're here today. And I am sorry for missing yesterday. But I'm telling you, I just felt like, I had said like on Monday, I felt like I got run over by the old age truck. Well, on Tuesday, I felt like they backed over me again to make sure I was done. Now, that doesn't mean I didn't do anything yesterday. I did, you know. We were sitting around. I started feeling a little bit better by about 11:30. And I thought, you know what? It's Tuesday. It's cheap movie day. And I would like to go see the Toxic Avenger. That's right. There's a new Toxic Avenger movie in theaters.
Who the f*** are you?
Just some dude with a mouth.
That's all I could share of the trailer, folks. I didn't want to get knocked down by copyright strikes, which would be so stupid. We're advertising the movie, right? Yesterday at 12:10 p.m., I went to see the Toxic Avenger, the new Toxic Avenger starring Peter Dinklage. Oh my gosh, it was funny. It really was. Now, you got to be a fan of Toxic Avenger or be aware of what Toxic Avenger is. Before I'm going to recommend this movie to you, because it can be kind of gross, intentionally gross, but you know what, if you are a fan, or if you like off the wall, over the top kind of stuff, I loved it. I really did. And I am a huge fan of the original. It's quite different from the original. There are a few things that I wish they had done a little differently, but nothing that ruined the movie at all. No, it was really enjoyable for me. I had a great time. And I never do this, or rarely do this. I don't think I've done this for 20 years, but Last night, I was thinking, I had a great time at the movie theater. So I tried to rally some friends together to go see a movie, 2 movies in a day, and nobody got back to me. So I went on my own, and I went and saw a second movie. I went and watched The Naked Gun, the new Naked Gun, for the second time in the theater. That's right, I'd seen it a couple of weeks ago. I saw it again last night. So it was 2 movie day yesterday, starting with the Toxic Avenger and then ending with, and this was a 7:10 movie that I went to, ending with The Naked Gun. That movie is done so well, I won't say it's better than the original Naked Gun movie because it's not, but it is funny enough to be completely enjoyable. I love laughing. I laughed so hard in that movie the first time that I had to get back and see it again in the theater. I think you got to support the movies you like because movies don't do well in theaters generally nowadays. And I'm not a big movie goer. I used to be, and I am a big movie watcher, but not a big movie goer because I hate when people bring out their phones or start talking to each other. Didn't have that issue in either of the movies, so that was great to hear. It was a fantastic day, and I'm definitely going to buy both of these movies when they come out on 4K later on this year. I'm looking for that. Yeah, I'm a movie. I still have discs, and why? Well, because movies get taken off streaming services. Even if you buy them, you can lose them when you buy them digitally. So you have them physically, unless something happens to that physical media, which has happened to a lot of old school DVDs. A lot of those are rotting on shelves and people don't realize. But anyways, if you have a physical copy, there's less chance that it could be taken away from you in the future, right? So that's why I collect movies. Plus they look a little bit better. And I will be buying both of those movies. I thoroughly enjoyed them. I really did. I just had an amazing freaking time. Yesterday was a great day. Once I got over my breathing issues, it was nice to get out and watch a movie. And I haven't gone to movies by myself, because I did go by myself, because I couldn't talk my friends into it, because they're losers. I'm just kidding. I love my friends. But I haven't gone to a movie by myself, I think, since probably my first time seeing a movie, which was 77 or something like that. Whenever the movie Oh God with George Burns and John Denver came out, that was the first movie I went on my own. No, I wasn't a religious kid or anything. I just picked a movie at random, and I still love that movie. A lot of it's nostalgia, right? But I don't care. I think that movie was hilarious. I'm definitely not a religious person, and that's not why I like the movie, but it was a fun movie and a feel-good movie in the end. So that was my first movie by myself. And then yesterday, at the age of 55, almost 56, folks, this is my birthday month, I went to go see 2 movies on my own, and it was fun. It was going to sound weird, but almost liberating, you don't have to worry about whether the person with you likes the movie or anything. Interesting. I might do it again. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Saw a couple of movies once I started feeling a little bit better later on in the day. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of the Toxic Avenger trailer. As I said, I can't really play that much of it because I'll probably get hit by copyright hits, which is stupid. But anyways, that's what I did yesterday. Today, well, once I'm done this video, I got a bunch of laundry to do, and well, I don't really have many plans after that. The Mrs. Wendy, my beautiful, wonderful wife, she's going to be going to the Airdrie Farmers Market this evening, or late afternoon. Airdrie is a city on the outskirts of Calgary, what we call I think they call them bedroom communities, where most people work in the city of Calgary and then they go back home to spend the rest of their life in their homes in Airdrie. It's really close to Calgary, so that's where she's going, and then she's going to be going for wing night with her friend Tanya. So that's what's happening for Wendy this evening. I've got my exciting laundry going on, and I might just watch a movie this afternoon. No, not go to the theater. I might just watch a movie here at home. I've got a lot of movies to watch, so that's what I might do today. We're going to finish this video. Not like I'm working hard on it or anything. I enjoy making the videos, my friends. And then the editing and all that. And then, yeah, maybe a movie later on while I'm doing laundry. Got a big pile. I put it off for a few days. So that's my plans for today. That's what I did yesterday. Friends, I want to know what you've been doing. I want to know what you've been up to. I want to know about your pets. I want to know about your plants. Why don't you let me know about your town or city? Any cool landmarks? Anything. Share anything. But even if you don't want to share anything, which makes me sad. I seriously makes me sad. Why don't you hit the like button or any of the reaction buttons? Any of them. I don't care if it's the sad or mad. It just means that I know that you've watched this far at least, and I want to know who's out there watching. I would love if you just put a comment like hello from wherever you might be from. If you've never commented on this video, it'd be amazing. But if you want to share more, if you want to share a tidbit about yourself, your hobbies, like I said, your pets, your plants, you know, your favorite movie. I'd love to hear your favorite comedy movie, since I'm telling you about a couple movies today. What's your favorite comedy movie? Comment on today's video. Heck, pause it right now and comment right now. Tell me what your favorite comedy movie is. Maybe a tidbit about yourself if you want. Maybe your city, your town. What you like about your city or your town. What you don't like about your city or your town. What makes you laugh? Comment, comment, comment. And if you don't want to comment, please hit a reaction button. At least one of them. Like I said, the laugh, the hard, even the concerned or crying, whatever it might be. At least I know you've watched this far, folks. Come on, help me out here. I want to know who's watching, and I want to know now. Also, I want you to share a bit about your life, folks. Whatever you want to share, I'd love to hear a bit about you. And if you want to be a featured member, let me know. Contact me, DM me, leave a comment on this video, and I can get back to you. I think we could do some cool stuff together, friends. Let's make these videos more interesting. Speaking of that, though, on my video on the 31st, that was the last full video, and I think that one is still a little bit short. Rose Glad, who comments on these videos quite often. Thank you so very much, Rose. I asked Rose if we could see one of the hats she's working on, because she is working on more hats. She put the socks to the side while she works on some hat designs, knitting I'm talking about, and she sent us in one. They always look amazing, friends, but I'm still going to say the word amazing because I got a limited vocabulary, apparently. Going to bring up Rose Lads. This is, I think, one of the latest ones she's finished. Wow. Fantastic. I love it. I also think it's pretty cool that somebody in Hawaii is knitting warm winter hats, which I would call a toque, although it's missing a palm. I think that's pretty cool. A little bit of irony, maybe. It was fantastic. Rose, your knitting always looks great. This is no exception. I love that recreation of the sun-setting sky behind the trees. And it looks like maybe even that little bit of Aurora Borealis at the top. Maybe I'm misreading that. You let me know, Rose. But I think that looks fantastic. And you can share those anytime, Rose. That is what we call talent. And Rose, have you been painting lately? I know it's not Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday. But have you been painting over the last couple of weeks? Really like to know. And folks, I want to hear about your life too. Remember, leave a comment on today's video. Anything you want to share about your life. And if we can, we'll talk about it tomorrow. All right. So I have been remiss. Yes, I told you I was going to do a video. Yesterday I didn't do one. The one on Monday was nothing. So what a bad way to start a month. So I do have 4. That's 4. Ha 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 ha. I've got 4 great posts that I want to share with you today. They are we've got a post from D. Kernia, Michelle Finnerty, our newest mod and one of our most prolific posters, and Rachel Hunter and Tom Hines. That's alphabetical order, my friends. I'm not playing favorites at all. We're going to bring those up right away. Now, they are going to go over my face. Don't worry about it. They're funnier than I am good looking. Plus, it just makes editing a heck of a lot easier when I go to put these on Instagram and on TikTok, which I do put them on there. I'm just lazy. I'm a lazy editor, my friends. So let me bring those up right now. And as I said, they are from D. Kernia, Michelle Finnerty, Rachel Hunter, and Tom Hines. And here's our... This is the one from D. Kernia. Oh my gosh. I am a notorious bird flipper, my friends. Yes, I do. But I do it to my friends as a sign of affection, just trying to be funny at the same time. I don't take offense. And usually if you deserve the finger from me, you're probably not going to get it from me. I'm going to get some words from me instead. So if I am flipping you the bird, most likely we're friends and it's a sign of affection. D, thank you very much. Next one is from Michelle Finnerty. Peasing. Sneezing and peeing at the same time. It's almost like taking a screenshot. A body screenshot. Yeah, and you know, I also think peasing is also peeing and freezing at the same time. If you've ever been drunk, coming home from a bar, male, young, and living in Canada or northern states, or probably parts of Europe, and, you know, you gotta go pee. You have to find a little spot. That's peasing also. Not that I would ever do that. I don't drink anymore. I haven't had any liquids whatsoever for 20 years. Okay, that's not true. I mean alcohol. All right, next one is from Rachel Hunter, bringing it up right now. And freaking writes, abso-freaking-lutely. There should be sympathy cards for having to go back to work after a holiday. It's tough, even after a long weekend. And this was a long weekend for many places around the world, especially Canada and the U.S., what we call Labor Day. For many people, yesterday was the first day back to work. Thank you, Rachel. Next one's from Tom Hines, bringing up right away. I am a huge fan of The Far Side. This is a Far Side comic, and we have a lot of Australians in here. Maybe they'll appreciate that too. I don't know if any Australians are watching this. If you're from Australia and watching this video, please let me know. Comment now on that. Say, hey, I'm from wherever you might be in Australia. I want to hear it. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Dee. You folks rock. You've made me laugh, and I'm pretty sure you made a lot more people laugh. I can't be the only one. Folks, keep your funny stuff coming through. That's why we're over 853,000 members in our community. It's not because of me. It's because of your funny stuff. Keep them coming in. Maybe we'll drive those numbers up to 1 million. And if we do, it's all because of you. All right. It's been pretty smooth sailing so far, eh? Talked about some movies and stuff like that. And we got to here. And from here, there's only one place to go. And you know where that is. That is straight to the bad jokes. What do you call a dead magician? An abracadaver. I got arrested for playing my Engelbert Humperdinck records really loud. I sat in the back of the police car singing, "Police, release me, let me go." I told my psychologist that I had a terrible fear of living in tall buildings. He told me I had something he calls an apartment complex. What's blue and doesn't weigh very much? Light blue. They say money talks, but all I've ever heard mine say is goodbye. Really appreciate the fact that you folks come back for those jokes. I really do. Now, I tell them because I like them, and I tell them because I like the fact that I know there's a few of you folks that really like them. Rose let me know after I did my, after I put up that Best of August in the last full video, or almost full video, she let me know that she loves the jokes, and I knew she loved those jokes. And I know my buddy Corey loves the jokes. I know Michelle Finnerty likes the jokes. My beautiful, wonderful wife, she rolls her eyes, but I know she likes those jokes. Hey, Gail Canaway told me she likes the jokes. A lot of people seem to like those jokes. Do you like those jokes? Are you watching them? Are you silent? Let me know if you like the jokes, my friends. Leave a comment on the video, especially if you've never commented on a video before. But even if you have, I still want to hear from you. You know, you're all really important. Now, I've got to tell you where I got my jokes. I got to thank my sources for my jokes. Now, the first 3 jokes, they come from this book that I just bought. That's right. Dad Jokes, the Punny Edition by @DadSaysJokes. This is the 4th book from the folks at @DadSaysJokes that I have purchased. That's right, with my own money. There's a receipt right there. Why? Because I think you folks deserve some good jokes, and I'm running out of jokes. These folks, we're not affiliated. I don't even think they know I exist, but nonetheless, they are freaking hilarious. They're great. They've compiled some really good dad jokes, and when I buy these dad joke books and that joke books, these are the only ones that I go through the entire one, because the other ones are so full of garbage. Once again, not affiliated. They're not paying for this. This isn't a paid advertisement, but I gotta give credit where credit's due. These folks are funny. If anyone from @DadSaysJokes knows that I exist or anything, why don't you drop a line, let me know. I'm pushing your stuff all the time because you're funny. Now, the last 2 jokes, though, I got those from my beautiful, wonderful wife. I did. That was the what's blue and doesn't weigh very much, and they say money talks joke. Those are both from my beautiful, wonderful wife. She sent me a reel that she had found on probably Instagram, and I think they call them duck blind jokes. It's like 3 guys sitting behind a duck blind. Appreciate you guys very much, and I'll try to find a link to your Instagram channel or whatever it might be, because you folks make me laugh too. So, folks, I like to thank my sources for the jokes. I want to thank you for your jokes, but you got to send them to me. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a whistle there in my lungs from the smoke in the air, as I was talking about earlier. But yeah, send me your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, and I love to tell your jokes. And if I do tell your jokes, you better believe I'm gonna thank you for your jokes. And if you really want to do something cool, if you got it in you, you know what I mean, no pressure. Why don't you take a moment and record yourself telling a joke? It could be video, it could be audio, you can use your phone, your webcam. Heck, if you sent me in an audio cassette or a VHS, video cassette, I would make that work. I would make a little video about making it work, of course. I think it'd be awesome. Send in your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And, like I said, send in your recordings of you telling jokes if you want to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Boy, wouldn't that be amazing? You come to you play the video, you get to the joke segment, and I introduce it, and then there's 10 jokes told by 10 different folks like you. I would love it. Let's make it happen. Jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Send your jokes and send recordings of you telling jokes to that place. I want you to do me a couple of favors. I know I repeat myself, but whatever. 2 favors, they're nice favors. I'm not asking you for money. I'll do that in a few minutes. If you can, try to make somebody laugh today. You're going to make their day better no matter what. Like, no matter what, you elevate their day if you make them laugh. Now, if they're in court or a funeral, don't make them laugh. But, if it's the right situation, the right time, try to make somebody laugh. You're going to make their day better. Second favor is like that first one, but the person I want you to make laugh is you. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to laugh just like anybody else, more than some other people probably. Folks, try to make sure you find something that makes you laugh today if you haven't already. And, if you have already, keep laughing. And if you find something that makes you laugh and it's particularly funny and you want to share it, do it. Share it with the group. Say, this is what made me laugh today, Lee. And, Lee Kempster, tag me in that so I can share that myself tomorrow. If it's something that's already in the group, just comment and tag me in the comments saying something along those same lines. Hey, Lee Kempster, this is what made me laugh today, or whatever it might be. Your words. And I'll probably share it tomorrow. I'll definitely make note of it. Nobody's done that yet. I would love it if you did. And if it's something outside the group and you can share it, great. If you can't share it, but maybe it's a situation that made you laugh or whatever, share that in a comment. I want to hear about it. I want to know what makes you laugh, but more importantly, I want to know that you're laughing. The whole point of this group has been to make people laugh, and you're doing it. You should be one of those people laughing. I'm going to ask you to check out our store, my friends. We have a great store at store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. There's links in the notes. It'll get you there too. We've got some great stuff there. We've got some great t-shirts. We've got these coffee cups. We've got these 25-ounce to-go cups. That's right, a great big to-go cup. We've got hoodies, and we've got tote bags. Folks, check it out. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Any purchase is going to help us a lot, and all these products look great, and they're great quality. And when I go out with my Well, I Thought It Was Funny t-shirt or my hoodie, people stop me and they ask me about it. They say they like it, and a lot of times they'll scan the QR code that's in the bottom of the graphic, and they'll join the group right in front of me. I've added more than a dozen people to the group just taking a walk, through a mall or through a grocery store with my shirt or my jersey. It works. People like it. People laugh, and people want to be part of it. I want to know how you represent, my friends. If you do purchase anything from our store, please let us know. Send a picture of you with your t-shirt, your coffee cup, your hoodie, that sticker. We have ladies' panties in the store. While I am proud of the product, I don't want pictures of you in that. Not that you aren't attractive and all that, just that I am madly in love with my beautiful, wonderful wife, Wendy, and I don't want to cause any problems there. Folks, I'm trying to make you laugh right there, right? But folks, check out the store at store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. You're going to really help us out, and I tell you, that stuff is awesome. All right, I'm going to wrap things up, my friends. I guess this might be the back of the book, but I just want to make sure you know. I know I've said it already. I appreciate every single one of you. Every single one of you. You are what make this community of Well, I Thought It Was Funny awesome. You really are. So thank you very much for making us once again the funniest city on the internet. We're going to work on making it the friendliest city on the internet, but I need your help with that. Come on, comment on the video. Anything you want to share about your lives, your hobbies, all that stuff that I've talked about earlier, please comment. Send your jokes, to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I want I want to make this a little more interactive. And if you've got any ideas for things you think I should add to the videos, maybe segments or anything, I want to hear your ideas. Once again, admin@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, or of course you can comment on this video too. I'll read that. Folks, I just want to say thank you though. I mean, you don't have to add anything for me to be more thankful. I mean, I don't know, I could be more thankful. You've made these groups incredible, and it's all because of you, my friends. I'm gonna be here again in another video on Friday, but I am here in the group every single day, my friends. If you ever need to contact me, just comment on one of these videos, but make sure you tag me. I'll see it, and that'll get my attention. But you folks have a fantastic day. We'll see you again on Friday. All the love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.